All right, this is the Can We Talk podcast. My name is Calvin, and as always, to the left of me, I have my co-host, Raven Brown.
And to my left, we have a special someone. Her name is Brittany.
And not just special because she's in the building,
but special because she is our new co-host.
New co-host alert. Hey. So for the people who don't know you, Miss Hill, go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for welcoming me to the podcast. My name is Brittany. Just a little bit about myself. I am a Georgetown, Texas native. So I am born and raised in this area, grew up in this area. I went to school at Texas A&M Corpus Christi. After I went to school at Texas A&M, I actually joined the Air Force. So I was in the Air Force stationed at Lackland in San Antonio. I have a 16-year-old son. I know I look, all this melanin looking good. I don't even look old enough to have a 16-year-old son, but, I do my thing. I'm just, like I said, from this area, chill, like to have a good time. Very family oriented. I've got family, all my family's in this area. Big family on both sides of my family. So family is close knit and, in this area. I work in the medical field. I actually work in IT at a nonprofit healthcare organization. I've been with the organization, it'll be 8 years this year. So, into fitness, into, healthy. I am an advocate for, 2020, even, throughout all of the craziness that 2020 brought, one thing that I kind of channeled my energy in was just making sure that you take care of yourself, and that's mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually. So, I'm a big advocate for especially like just mental health, making sure that you're good. Like, I always say for people that are, out in the workforce, make sure you're good because those companies are going to be fine. They're going to go on, if you're there or not. So take your days and, make sure your mental health is good and, just make sure you're taking care of you, So that's one of the big things, like, I kind of, push like on my social media. I like to post myself working out, and you can start anywhere, you don't have to be like the fitness IG models, just start, and make sure you're taking care of you. So that's just, a little bit about myself. Like to have a good time, very chill, so
you be in the streets.
COVID did slow down the streets a little bit, I had to pump the brakes, so not out in the streets like that. But when everything opens, the streets will be calling.
I guess Miami didn't get that notice that the streets aren't open yet.
Because they was out there.
They were out there.
And listen.
What the fuck? Like, I've seen from friends spring break in Miami, but this is on some other shit.
Yeah, on steroids.
Super steroids.
Despite the panoramic pandemic that we in.
Florida just opened. Like, that's just... We open, but we not open like that. I don't know.
I don't think they're supposed to be open like that. And from what I was understanding, I saw on the news, I don't know if that's just a Texas thing, but I know like colleges, they only gave like 1 day off because they were trying not to have situations like that. I don't know if Florida said, fuck it, we out here.
Sounds like Florida said, fuck it. Really sounds like Florida said, fuck it.
Even in Texas, there was a lot of people out this week in general, but like, man, Florida, you did the thing.
I kind of feel like it was
you came in first place.
I feel like the government knew what they was doing. The stimmies dropped right before spring break. They knew that was going to burn a hole in people's pockets and they, out in the streets. So it was like they gave them little kids some money and they was out there.
Mm-hmm. Especially you're right about the stimulus. When that money hit, it just goes right back into the economy.
Which is
That's
what
the
is
point. That's
yeah,
the point of getting it.
Yeah, that's what. And I think what happened the first time when them stimmies dropped is everybody was still kind of scared. You know, what people weren't moving like they thought it was going to. You know, because I was like, let me pocket this and invest in a little something. You know, but I wasn't out in the streets. I still wasn't going out to eat or anything like that. So I don't think it worked like they thought it would the first time, because restaurants and stuff were still closed. People were, their businesses were still shutting down because they couldn't, withstand everything.
My thing is, like, it's not really my thing. It's something I heard. It's like, I don't understand why implement like a curfew and all that stuff. Why not let them just do them? I don't think people got hurt, right?
I know a lot of people got arrested. There were several people that got arrested. I can't.
Because I think they're like the point of view I was listening to. I really can't. I don't know if it was Joe Budden. I don't know, but he's basically saying like if this was a bunch of white people everywhere, there's no curfew. You're just gonna let them fuck it up and take the hit and clear everything out. But because it's black people, they're shooting onion guns in that crowd.
And I agree. Like, because I feel like if it was a bunch of white people, like
they would have bit the bullet and been like, "I would pay for the cleanup."
And you're not gonna hear about it. Like it was.
It would have been a different
blasted
headline.
on. You know what? Yeah, it was everywhere. Like I'm sure there were a lot of white people out at different places, but we didn't hear about that. You know what I mean? Yeah. They just channeled in on. They got us plastered all over the TVs, looking a damn fool.
I watched a lot of my friends' Snapchat stories who were in Miami this week. I mean, it did look really crazy.
This looks nuts.
Like, that looks like...
You know what? To be honest, me now, even pre-pandemic, that's too many people for me.
That's
like
nuts.
I don't like that. Like I cannot have that many people around me, behind me. I got to know what's going on. You know what I mean? Like I could not be in a crowd that looked like that. Like it's just too much. I know one time, and this may have been the last time I did South by Southwest. Let me take that back. Did like going out at night during South by Southwest. One of our friends knew a guy that was hosting a performance. He's a DJ. So we went to, hear his set or whatever. And when we walked out of the bar, when I tell you, we could not move. Like, you couldn't turn around. Like, if you dropped anything, it was gone. It was that many people. We could not move forward. We couldn't go back. It was, I was claustrophobic. And as soon as we got out of that crowd, I was like, I'm not going back. I think that was the last time that I went back to South by Southwest 6th Street at night. I was like, they can have that.
Yeah.
And if the only place I would go to is a food truck, give me some food, then I'm dipping. I cannot do crowds like that.
It has not been that bad, like in Austin, like that. Because I guess even though like people were like, even though Austin has opened back up, because I've been
in the streets.
I've been in the streets.
Mm-hmm.
It hasn't been that bad. Like it's like no one's really near each other and stuff like that. But.
And I think
it's not crazy like that.
Yeah, I think when I do make my grand re-entrance back into the streets, right? When I do my thing, I still think I'm gonna move differently though. I think that's how I would like to be anyway. Just kind of with my group, because pre-pandemic, and I'm gonna say I'm going back some like 5-6 years. It's been a while, but I used to be, I just be all over, the club, all over the bar. My friend have a drink. Oh, let me have some of your drink and all that. That shit is done. You is not drinking out my cup. You better go pay your little $8 and get your drink. Yeah, so I'm gonna move differently anyway.
Even though they lifted everything, like the bar, I'm glad the bars are still doing like you have to wear your mask to enter. They're still doing that. So, it's bad, but it's not like Miami.
Yeah.
Miami, was.
But Florida is on a whole nother level. Anyway, they crazy out there. Florida, like they just the way they think, they're mental. They just different. They different.
Yeah.
I know this dude out in Miami. He be like, "Stop talking bad about Florida." I'll be like, y'all off.
Do it to yourself.
Y'all are off. Something ain't right. Something in they water, that swamp water, something ain't right. about Florida.
The swamp water.
Oh, something wrong with
1,050 arrested.
it. See, I knew it was something up there. I knew it was a lot.
400 for felony crimes.
You know what did happen? I don't know if y'all heard this. So these 2 black guys got arrested because they were out in Florida. You'll have to see if you can pull that up. They were out in Florida and they actually took a girl back to a hotel.
Oh, I did hear about that.
And killed her. Like, did they rape her and
They
kill
raped her, gave her some drugs, and she died as a result of the drugs.
As a
Oh my
result
gosh.
yeah. And then I saw on social media, like somebody had posted like they were taking a selfie and those 2 dudes were in the back.
Yeah.
In their selfie. That was crazy. That was wild.
Like the actually 2 guys who did it were just, she was taking a selfie and they were just in the
It
background.
happened to be them too.
Because it was a white girl that, or something.
The girl who was murdered.
No. Just a
somebody
random
else.
picture.
Yeah. So
Oh,
they got arrested. They found out they murdered, and then the next day she posted a picture. She was like, "These 2 murders are in the background of my picture." Like she didn't even realize it.
I saw one
So
thing.
some crazy stuff did happen down there.
And I think these guys were like in their early 20s.
Yeah,
like,
he was young. One of them was even attractive. He's kind of cute. Like I ain't have to rape nobody.
I saw something on TikTok where y'all know I love my TikTok. This
Lord
girl,
have mercy.
Me too.
right?
TikTok
TikTok is the best. I don't know about you. You need to get on TikTok.
You
No,
not on
thank you.
TikTok?
No,
He's not on
I'm
TikTok.
good.
Well, let me see your phone.
I'm good.
let's download it now.
Right now.
I'm perfectly
I'll
fine
go
not
ahead
being
and
on
make you
TikTok.
look.
So this girl was talking about how this guy like was trying to flirt with her, offer a drink and stuff, and she's like, "No, I'm fine." So not even like 5 minutes later, she sees this guy, the same guy trying to spike a girl's drink, roofie the girl's drink, and then she said she never ran so fast to jump over this, did a little flip over the chairs to get to the drink. To get
to
him
help
kicked
the
out.
girl.
Yeah, so he got kicked out the bar, and I was like, I wish
that's
he
it?
would have got arrested. You know what I mean? 'Cause that's
hey, don't
crazy.
do that.
Yeah.
Go home.
Yeah.
Like, what?
You're done.
Go to the bar next door. Like, what?
Right. That's crazy.
But you know, I mean, you should always watch your drinks anywhere.
Yeah.
I don't really drink at the clubs as is. I'm usually drunk before I get there.
That's the best way to do
And then
it.
come down, and then I can leave, and I'm good. Like, I don't.
See, I'm usually the designated driver, so I'm like,
Oh, so you don't get turned like that?
I'm not a big drinker,
Oh, okay.
so I'll just sit like, and you know, if I drink 1 or 2 drinks, I'm done. I'm done.
Po baby. Po tink tink.
It's because I'm always the one driving. I'm always like making sure, like, even if I did drink, I always make sure, like, hey, like, are you okay? Like, even
You
for my-
gotta have somebody in the group that's like that. You gotta have somebody that is
Yeah.
just watches out for everybody. 'Cause
See, for my birthday, I did get drunk, but I was telling my friends, I was like, I'm fucked up. I'm done. Like, I knew it, and I knew when to stop, and I was like, I need water. I was telling them, I was like, water. I need water. I need water.
I'm not. I'm like, bring me another one.
So I was able to like sober up a little bit, but like right when I got back, and then I smoked weed. So right when I'm sorry, not weed. That's crazy.
Crack cocaine?
That's crazy. I don't smoke weed. It's illegal here. So
They're about to legalize it in New York.
Drug free is the way to be.
exactly. It was
Just say no.
it was CBD. Anyway, we'll just say. Anyway, so right when I got back to like my friend's apartment, I was so sleepy. I just passed out. Once I put on my little moo, I am done. Okay, if I snatch this wig off and I throw it across the room, I am done. Like,
That's a wrap.
okay,
I can say, oh yeah.
Are these the guys?
I see. You know what? I am a sucker for the light eyes over the right. Them eyes do it for me, and the tattoos. He cute, but they look super young.
how old are they? They look like they're like,
He's 21 and he's 24.
and there goes your life. Like that's your life you just threw away.
But look, let me tell you something about Dorian Taylor over there on the right. When he come out, he gonna be looking good.
Lord have mercy.
He got it already.
They have those
he gonna be
prison pen
swole.
pals though.
I'm gonna look him up. He might need a friend. Help him through. I'm gonna send him some prayers.
He didn't. He's not going to jail for parking tickets, my friend. About time he get out.
That's crazy.
You see how Bobby Smurder came out looking?
And the girl died, right?
Yeah. Bobby Smurder came out looking like a snack. He looked like a
I don't think he's gonna come out all the charges that they're about to get.
Yeah, no, I'm just playing.
They're not gonna come out.
But Bobby Shmurda did come out looking all right though. Yeah. He looked like a snack. He didn't look like that when he went in.
That's too much, bro. Like, that's too much.
I think sometimes prison and jails, they
Beach Hotel.
be preserving that melanin because they don't be out in, they only got an hour
That's
on
scary.
the yard.
You're in two different mindsets right now.
Oh, sorry.
Y'all was in
about
two
the
different
melanin
worlds.
being preserved.
She's like, that's so sad. Melanin's great.
I was still reading it.
Jesus Christ. Oh yeah, that's too much. 21 and 24.
That's crazy. They threw their whole life away behind nothing.
It's sad too because
What did the girl look like? Do you know? Did
I
they
think
show-
it showed on the first page. I think
Oh, that's her?
so.
Yeah. They not getting out.
At all.
And she was white.
oh
They
Lord,
not getting out. That's crazy.
But then again, it's alleged. We don't know
This is
until.
true. But they still not getting out. they black and she white. They not getting off.
I mean, it did happen in Florida. Let's be honest. It's a little weird over there.
They different.
It's a little weird over there.
yeah, I think I'll just go to Jacksonville, Florida.
Yeah, you might want to reroute that quick little trip to Florida. You was
Maybe I'll
planning.
just go ahead and make a stop to Disney.
Yeah, just go to Disney. Go with the
Seems safer.
kid, with the kids.
I don't know. Disney's
Orlando.
Disney's been known to be racist too. So let me just.
Walt Disney was a racist.
He was all them. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, it's good that you take care of your little group. I gotta give a shout out. My sister is usually the one who take care of me. My little sister, she's the real MVP. But let me tell you, you gotta watch her because although she makes sure you good, she gonna catch all the footage. When I tell you all the footage, and she has everything in the archive, everything.
I bet.
Oh no.
She's good for that. She gonna catch you.
Not the receipts.
She got all the receipts.
Oh no.
My cousin be like, okay, some of them receipts you got to throw away.
I mean, this
Ain't nobody see that.
man. This past weekend that I was out, I did get 2 lap dances, and let me just say,
And where were you at?
I was in the streets
In what city?
in Austin.
Oh, in Austin.
Yeah, but I knew they're one was my friend, my close friend that we were out with. The other one was another friend who's the DJ there. But I was like, I was already fucked up. So like, and this is the first time that I got fucked up like in a while. I don't get fucked up like that. I'm just usually I'm like, I don't really need alcohol or anything to help me have fun. I'm just usually just like
natural. You had a natural high, that natural energy.
yeah. But it was fun, so.
Good times.
Yeah. Well, Miami, thanks for like deteriorating me from not going there. I don't even think that's the word to use.
Deterring
me from not going there. Yeah.
That's
y'all
way too much.
When y'all in the streets, y'all really in the streets. Y'all,
And these are people who aren't even from Florida.
Miami, yeah.
Like,
Oh, you know what? And they were talking about
this is the girl.
that new strand.
They don't care. They didn't care about the original strand. They don't
Right,
care
you're
about
right,
the Air
but-
Max's 212s. They don't care.
The new strand, they have confirmed cases in Miami, or not in Miami, but in Florida and New York. Just had their first confirmed case of this new strand.
And it just looks like a bunch of young people too. I know I'm sound old, but it just look like a bunch of
They're probably underage, a lot of them.
like, no, thank you.
I wonder what drugs they gave her to.
It said pills. And she probably knew. She probably took them. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I said it's
willingly.
allegedly.
Yeah, I mean,
you don't know. Bitches be down to do shit when they live.
Right. And What's his name? What's his name? Darian? What's his name?
You don't, what you worried about this?
But I'm
name?
saying
She called him by first name, Darian.
I don't know.
She knows this
Darian,
motherfucker.
whatever. But I'm saying he was attractive, so she probably was trying to go back to the telly with him.
No, we can't say that.
She probably
We can't say that. You just because he's attractive, you can't say she was like down. You don't know her preferences.
No. I didn't say to smash, but I'm just saying like to hang out.
And we'll never know.
Well, we're gonna know because it's gonna go to trial.
Yeah, of course.
But you still won't find out. I feel like you.
There's too many people around for someone not to have seen something. That's what I'm saying.
True. Like, where was this girl's? That's what I know we're probably gonna be ending this little segment soon.
Mm-hmm.
But where was her friends? Like, was she there in Miami alone? That's what I want.
I don't think they know any. They didn't say any of those details.
Yeah.
I didn't hear any of those details.
Was it her hotel was she in, or was it their hotel that she was in? Like, what's going on? Like, I want to know. I want to know questions too, because I guess if I'm like this girl's parent, I want to know like what happened. Like, what happened? Like, if
I wonder
I thought
where
I
she
said
was
something
from.
about a credit card. Oh yeah, stealing someone's credit card. I don't know if it's the person who passed away, but they was on some scammer shit.
It says the woman's.
Oh,
So hers.
yeah,
Possibly from a pill they supplied. So it does not even mean that they drugged her. You know what I'm saying?
she bought that shit.
Right.
Or could've
Supplied
bought
and
that.
drugged is, it's you gotta look into the terminology.
that's just crazy though. Like, you go to Miami to have fun on spring break with your friends.
But
And
it
then
does
that
not
shit
seem like
happens.
she was lured. That was my point, is what I'm saying. Is I don't think she was lured and drugged there you know what I'm saying? Unwillingly.
Yeah. Dang.
I don't want to go to Miami.
Yeah.
I had a good time in Miami. But it was just on some vacation
It
stuff.
wasn't during spring break.
No.
I think I'll go over the summer, but like not. I'm gonna look at times where it's not really popping. You know what I mean? We'll see. Because I already know Vegas is calling my name. I love Vegas.
Only reason I would go to Vegas is to go to the pawn shop place. I don't have any wants to go to Vegas.
The where?
I love Vegas.
The pawn shop place, Pawn Stars place, the TV show.
I don't know.
You don't know the pawn shop?
It's a good show.
No. I gotta look it up. Wait. Do I know the pawn shop place? Okay, maybe I have seen it. I think I know what you're talking
Like
about.
a reality show.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know it was in
Pawn
Vegas.
stars.
Yeah.
I didn't know it
Pawn
was in Vegas.
stars.
It's in Vegas.
Pawn
That's the only reason I would
Stars.
go.
That's it?
Yeah, my brother stays in Vegas. Like I know,
But-
like I'm cool.
But you don't like to like just go sightseeing and stuff like that? No?
There's nothing in Vegas I want to see.
I want to do a
I wanna see.
helicopter ride over there, and then I also want to go to the light museums where they have like the Vegas light museum, the neon lights museum.
I literally have. There's not a single
like
thing
in
in
the
Vegas
desert.
other than the pawn shop that I would go to in Vegas.
I've been to Vegas once, and it was a long time ago. Like it had to be like 15 years ago.
I went in
But I
2017.
just did sightseeing. Like I went North Strip, South Strip, did the Fremont Experience,
Mm-hmm.
went to ate at different places, went to the mall, like just more sightseeing and stuff like that. I didn't do any of the partying or anything like that. But I heard that you have to go to a Vegas pool party at least once in your life. You have
Oh,
to
yeah, they're
experience
I
fun.
don't even like the pool like
They're
that.
fun.
You have to experience it. So
So-
I do want to have that experience.
I went in 2017 during Halloween. That was pretty fun. Then I went. I did more sightseeing there because I was with my sister, and she's that type of person who likes to plan out everything from point A to point B. Next time I went I was supposed to go to the bachelorette party, but I went a couple of days earlier. I ended up going out by myself. It was really fun, and I ended up finding. I went to the Frogger Bar. If you've been into Vegas, you know what I'm talking about. It's in Treasure Island. They had all you can drink for $20. They didn't think I can drink. I can drink if I want to drink, but I really don't like to drink. But I was drinking, anyways. I was lit, And
that was where?
This was in Vegas.
But what place was it? With all
Treasure Island.
Oh,
It's
Treasure
the
Island.
Frogger bar. You know what they have the butt seats.
Oh yeah.
And then I ended up meeting this guy named Pete there. I don't know if his name was Pete, but I named him Pete. And I met these other 4 guys. We ended up gambling together. We ended up because weed is legal there, illegal there. So we ended up smoking weed. It was great. And then at the end of the night, I was looking for tacos. I was like, "Where's the tacos?" And I only ran into Castle Burger, and I was very disappointed because I didn't get
Castle Burger,
White
White Castle.
White Castle.
Yeah, whatever it's
Castle
called.
Burger.
Whatever.
There might be a Castle Burger. Who knows?
But anyways, these guys were so cool. Like I was sitting with them. We were playing the blackjack table. This guy literally put $4,000 on the table. He's like, pocket change, and I'm like, "Sir, you can invest in that." He lost it all because I told him to stop on the last game. I said, "You better stop because I have a feeling it's not going to go good for you." And sure enough, it didn't go good for him. And of course, he walked away at that time. But
He came back the next day.
yeah, they probably did. But they were from California. But it was really fun when I went. And then I went back to my hotel drunk, and I laid down. Woke up the next day just to drink some more. But it was fun.
That's what you're supposed to do on vacation.
I'm cool on Vegas.
I like
Not to gamble. You don't gamble.
Oh, I put $5 in the machine, and I was mad that I lost it, so I just stopped at 5.
I'll stop at 0.
But I did win $260 in Oklahoma one time.
Casino.
I love me some Oklahoma. It's one of my favorite states.
Oklahoma. That's one of my least favorite.
It's
states.
lit in Oklahoma. I'm telling you. You gotta
one
go.
of my-
You gotta be in Oklahoma City, yo.
I went to Bricktown, and it was okay.
We went to Altus, Oklahoma.
I don't know what that is, but it's not Oklahoma City.
Yeah, you drive right through it.
Yeah, I went to Bricktown. It was okay. It's probably because I went on like a Tuesday or Wednesday. I think it was a Tuesday or Wednesday.
I love Bricktown.
It was fun, but it was like I felt like I was like in Deep Ellum of Dallas.
I like Deep Ellum.
I do like Deep Ellum, but it was like a. It was just very like, nothing too exciting, but it was fun. I met some cool people there though.
Bricktown's lit. I don't care what y'all say. Bricktown is lit.
What's lit about Bricktown? Tell me.
It's just so smooth and calming.
Don't eat Mexican food in Oklahoma.
Yeah, that's a no.
No, like I want to get that drive.
You
to
can't
go.
if you're not there. I can't explain it to you.
You can't explain it?
I can't. That's how great it is.
It's okay.
It's lit. I have a tie to Oklahoma City. That's my favorite basketball team. Like that city is lit. Like I love it. I love the KD used to have a restaurant there. It used to be a soul food restaurant. Don't exist anymore. But didn't get to eat there because there was a 7-hour wait on a Tuesday or Wednesday.
How is that possible?
It was a popping restaurant.
Is New
7
Orleans
hours? I've never heard of such a thing.
Is New Orleans open or is it still shut down?
I don't know.
That's where I want to go. I want to go to New Orleans.
Have you ever been?
I've been to New Orleans once, but I only went on like a business kind of trip because I used to act and sing and stuff like that. And I had an audition up there. So me and my mom and my sister, we took turns driving all the way to New
12
Orleans.
hours? Or is it 11?
It's like 10 hours, honestly. The way we were speeding. Because we started off in Austin, me and my mom. And then we picked up my sister in Houston. And then we drove all the way to New Orleans.
I hate that drive.
Yeah.
I hate that drive. I've been to the Essence Festival twice. I've been, and then we went on a family vacation. Yeah, I like New Orleans. Again, different set of people. They different out there.
Never been.
It's a good time.
I've had opportunities to go, but I've just never.
I was supposed to go from last year around this time, but then COVID hit. So
if you ever want to go to like when something's going on, Essence Festival is a very, very, very. Now that is, I don't like huge amount of crowds, but it's a different type of atmosphere. Like when, just grown, you don't have to worry about looking and is a fight gonna break out? Is somebody gonna start shooting? Like it's just, it's very chill. It's a lot of people, but I mean, you feel safe even around that big of a crowd. And then it's just so much going on. It's, man, I could go. That's another place I can go. I can go to New Orleans Essence Festival every year. 4th of July weekend every year.
Essence Festival?
Mm-hmm.
My mom been to the Essence Festival. She went with my aunt. She really enjoyed it. Never been.
Me either.
Good times.
I want to experience the essence of the Essence Festival.
That's my thing. Like, I just love to make life experiences. You know? Just enjoying the moment, enjoying times, enjoying energy, trying new foods. I love to try new food. Just when good food hits my palate, it's just, yeah, I love it. Love it.
Nice. So no one's gonna take a trip to Miami. I know that.
No Miami for me.
I might take a trip.
Actually, the whole state of Florida, I'm really not interested in going to.
I just want to.
Been to Fort Lauderdale.
I heard that's a good place to go to. But I think my next trip is going to be to Vegas for sure, and then Miami. We'll see.
Let's drive to Vegas.
I feel like I've done that before.
Let's do it.
It's terrible.
How long is that? Like 18 hours?
I might drive
20?
back. So that I can.
It's closer on the 22 hours. It wasn't bad when I went, because when we went, we stopped in Phoenix for a few days.
Oh, I love
and
Phoenix.
then we went to Vegas. But let me tell you, that drive back from Vegas to
20?
San Antonio, I was in San Antonio, so it was 22 for me. Vegas to San Antonio, death. Death. Never again.
Sounds like
yeah, I was gonna say the furthest I would drive is to New Orleans, but I did drive to Atlanta. That was not
it's
good
really
either.
Just honestly just getting out of freaking Texas, man.
My sister decided to turn up on the day right before we were supposed to come back, so I didn't have no help driving back from Atlanta. She was good for an hour, and that was it.
Dang.
It was.
Nope.
Let's drive to Vegas. Let's get a van. Let's go.
You said you didn't want to.
You know what?
I'm never driving more than 3 miles ever again in my life.
Oh, you being sarcastic? Okay.
Like, if I don't have to drive, I don't.
You know, the only thing that I do want to do, like once in my so when I need to go travel more on the West Coast. I usually travel East Coast a lot. But I do, since on the East Coast, since everything is so close, I would take like a road trip. I want to take a road trip like up the East Coast. Just different places, go for a couple days, then go to another state, go for a couple days. And so I would road trip, like if we're taking a true road trip, like I don't want to drive just to go to one place and then drive and come back. Like I would like to road trip it.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't do that. We drove 29 hours in 2 days.
That's ridiculous.
That's terrible.
Oh my god, that was like the worst trip. Like
Poor Ting Ting.
the car was it was just a bad vibe. The whole trip was a bad vibe. Once we got there, everything was cool. We didn't talk. Like no one talked in the car.
Oh, y'all didn't play no games?
No.
Oh, I would have been snoring because whenever I drive or if someone's driving me, it doesn't matter how long I've been sleeping. I'm going to sleep.
That's the best time to like just.
But like for one person in the car, I didn't know, and then the other person drove majority of the first time. Like the whole plan was fucked up from the get go. I was angry from the start of the drive to the end of the drive. I was pissed.
You would have been really angry if I was singing in there.
Oh yeah, no, I was mad. Like they were blasting music the whole time, and I just don't like being in environments where music's blasted loud. Like at the restaurant, I lost the vibe. Like I could not. I didn't want to talk. I didn't want to do nothing. I do not like that. I hate that, especially if I'm eating. If I'm eating or I'm going to eat and there's music blasting, no.
Well,
I can't.
It was like they took us to the club. We went to True Kitchen in Dallas, and it's one of those places that I guess is well known. So. And right now I think it's better to have a reservation, which I didn't know, but it's better to have a reservation. If not, you're going to have to wait. So, but it gets so crowded. So when we finally got called, I was like, okay, we're about to go get some good food now.
Oh baby.
The food is great.
Sorry, I'm looking at food right now.
And that Douce drink is awesome too.
Drinking Douce out the bottle.
Yes, Douce at the bottom. So when we went in, they were taking us to our seats, and we went by all the tables, right? And I'm like, where are we going? Then it looked like we went through the kitchen. Then we went up the stairs.
I bet you don't even have a picture of the room we was in.
Right, because I think it was a part, like, you know how sometimes restaurants are connected to a club?
Yeah.
So it was like we were in the club part. So we were at the top. I looked like we was in VIP. If we was somewhere, we was in VIP, but the club wasn't open on the bottom. On the other side, it was like glass, and then you can see like the dance floor. So it's like they took us to the VIP room, but up there, it was like we were in the club. They had the DJ, and what album did they have on repeat?
Cardi B.
They played the whole. Man, when I tell you every song, I was like, hold on. Somebody phone plugged up and they just playing Cardi B. Like, it wasn't even a mix of songs. I was like, okay. Yeah.
See, when that shit happened at that restaurant with the owner being mad that like people were twerking, I was on whose side was I on? I was on the owner's side until we got there. Like you didn't see the Big John viral moment where like the owner comes out and these girls are twerking because the music's loud and they're just having fun. And he's like, this is a fine star, like a high end restaurant or whatever. And he comes out and is like, no, we don't twerk in here.
Oh no! Where was that at?
Where we went.
I didn't even know. So that happened. Oh, I did not even see.
Yeah, and I was on the owner's side. I was like, I can get it. But when we got in there, I was like, this is definitely someone you twerk. Like this.
Right, where they had us. Yeah, you couldn't be mad at that. And then let some drinks get in you, and people start dancing. The music was blasting. Like if you wanted to talk, like you had to lean to that person so that you could hear. Oh, no. My sister was sitting beside me, and I was like, "You okay?"
I'm a quiet talker too. Like I have to be like all up in your face, like to talk.
It's loud. So the owner, she apologized about the service that we got, and then she said, take my number down and call me when you come next time, and I'll take care of you. It's like, okay. That's different.
Yeah, the music just killed my vibe.
Yeah.
I can't be in spaces with loud music unless I'm in my home.
And I don't think the music was loud in the main restaurant part. You know what I'm saying? Do you remember if it was loud when we walked through?
I was already mad. He told me to take my hat off, so it already pissed me off.
I didn't even know that. This is the first time I'm hearing that. Go in a restaurant, you have to take your hat off?
Yeah, but then I see like 7 other people walk in with hats, and I'm just like, I don't want to fuck with this place.
I didn't even know that. I've never heard of anything like that in a restaurant. It's not a club. It's not a bar.
We don't know what it is, honestly.
Yeah.
To take your hat off.
I've never heard. I didn't even know they told you that.
Yeah, they told me that. I was mad off the get-go.
Did other people have their hat on?
Yes.
Or was it just for?
It was
just for guys?
Mad people had hats on.
I would have put my hat right back on.
I didn't care at that point. I was like, I don't want no one to talk to me.
Was it your daddy hat?
Yeah, of course.
That's probably why.
He wanted to be the daddy.
He had a hat on.
They're intimidated by
the
your
officer
daddy
guy had a hat on.
Oh, it was the officer that told you, the officer at the door?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he was mad. He wanted to be daddy.
That's some bullshit.
He told you that when you went to go check how long it was going to be?
No, when we actually got seated, I think.
He let you in the building to check the time.
He wasn't there the first time.
I thought
he didn't get there. There was an officer there until like I guess they stopped taking walk-ins. So there isn't no ruckus or some shit. Like
it's still weird that like there's so many people
that walked in. It was Shelton that walked in.
Who had a beanie on? Anyways,
maybe because you were tall with a hat. I don't know.
I really thought all y'all were like taller.
I'm gonna go there and I'm gonna wear the same hat.
What you thought we were taller until we got there?
No, until I saw the picture, and I was like, "Why do I look like a giant to all of y'all?" I was like, "Jesus Christ!"
Because you are.
You are a giant.
I was like, "Y'all look short as hell."
I'm 5'3.5", and that's heavy. That's heavy on the half. Okay, maybe I may or not added the extra little few inches because I'm really 5'2.5", but that doesn't matter. Okay.
I'm a solid 5'4".
I want to be taller. I want to be like 5'8".
Oh, every time I go to like a lot of times I go to the store and like short people will ask me to get stuff, and I'm like, it just must be tough to be short.
Oh, I'll find a way. Like I'll find a ladder in the back.
Look, that
I'm gonna get my outfit.
That bottom shelf at the store, it's getting stood on.
Okay.
I'm climbing up and getting my chips.
Right?
That's crazy. So, what do y'all think about Mr. Derek Jackson?
Ooh. Black men don't cheat.
Well, he has failed y'all.
He's not
Miserably.
one of us. He checked. No, he's
Oh,
not one of
I
us.
used to watch some of his stuff, like listen to some of his
too.
stuff, but never like listen to him because I just knew he was full of shit. And I stand corrected.
So
People really believe this guy. Like, and nothing I ever saw of him ever made me think he was honest. I was like, you can see right through that shit.
I think I saw like one or two, and this is years ago.
He talked shit about Charlemagne, and I don't play that.
And I love me some Charlemagne. I didn't even know. I didn't hear that.
I don't play that.
So I don't listen to him like that. But I think years ago, maybe one of his first videos, like it sounded legit. But then when I sat and watched him, because even when all of the allegations came out, I was like not really reading into it. I was like, first of all, this is too long. I don't want to read all this. I don't want to listen to this. But then when I heard parts of him speaking with his wife when he tried to do damage control, once you deal with a narcissist, that shit stands out. You can when you have gone through the abuse of being the mental and emotional abuse of being with the narcissist. Anytime you hear narcissistic traits, it's like nails on a chalkboard. So as soon as I heard some of the shit he was saying, I was like, this nigga is a narcissist. Like,
But I mean, if you're a YouTuber and some shit comes out, you kind of got to get on YouTube and YouTube the fuck out of it. This is how he makes a living.
No excuse.
when you're wrong, you're wrong. You own that shit. You stand by your shit.
And a lot
if
of
you
his
are wrong,
fans,
you wrong. You don't drag your wife through the mud, have her looking like a damn fool because you did something wrong.
But what if she wanted to do that?
No, she didn't want to do that.
She is not. I've seen, and I think that's weird. People can just read body language. People all of a sudden just know body language. Y'all know this woman.
I think I get passionate. There's certain stuff that I'm passionate about, and when I saw her, I felt like I saw myself when I was in a manipulative situation. Mm-hmm. That's what I felt when I listened to her and watched her. So, like, while everybody on the internet is making fun of her about with this bonnet hat on and stuff like that, I saw a woman that is trapped in some narcissistic shit. Mm-hmm. And that shit is deep. Like, I really don't think people understand how deep and how mentally and emotionally abusive, like, me coming out of my situation, like, that shit was hard. That shit was a lot to deal with. Like, it had me emotionally, at the beginning of 2020, I had to do some really deep healing coming out of depression, and because of the stuff that I had dealt with being with the narcissist. So watching her like that, my heart hurt for her. Mm-hmm. The shit is heavy. I just don't think people realize how deep it is.
Even like my most recent ex, I know we're supposed to be done with him.
Ugh.
He got we haven't even been in communication. He got mad because he was like, we've been with each other for on and off again for 3 years, and you didn't want to see me for your birthday. You have one choice. You can come see me, or I'm just like, I don't want to see you crazy nut. Like, no, you're freaking insane. Yeah. Like, literally, he just the things I don't even want to say what some of the things that he would say to me.
Yeah.
He would just text. He would just be like, I hope you die. I hope you get raped. I hope you get an STD. I hope you do this. I hope you do that. And then, like, no one would know about it just because. Yeah, I mean, you don't really want to talk about that with other people because it's nothing.
It's hard.
It is.
It's a lot. It's a lot to deal with.
But I feel for her. Like I feel.
But we don't know when this happened. Like
but it doesn't matter. He shouldn't have. He's been doing this for a long time. Obviously.
Is it obvious?
It is obvious.
Because didn't just one or two girls come out about some past shit that happened years ago?
No, actually, this morning on one of the gossip sites, on one of the blog sites, one of his current alleged, because I guess technically you got to say alleged mistresses said, and then she posted the receipt. She posted a text message from him from last week. Or no. This was actually, I think, a couple of days ago, because he was like, man, he ain't shit. I need to, I'll explain everything in, a couple of days and let this stuff blow over. Like, I'm sorry. Can I see you? I'm coming to your job. Unblock me. He was just begging her after this story dropped.
We don't know if those are real text messages.
Why are you defending him?
I'm not. I'm just saying we don't know.
I did say
if y'all can see my face looking at Calvin.
Say what?
My face.
We don't know.
I'm scrunching my eyes.
We don't know.
Well, he did say he did.
No, he did say he cheated. He didn't say when.
Once a cheater, always a cheater.
That's not true either. And you can't. What if she knew once he did it? He told her.
I don't know what she said. I didn't listen to the live. I don't know if she said that or not.
I don't know. He's not black, so because we don't cheat anyway. So you know what I mean.
He's a fake
Oh
Jackson.
Lord, help us over here.
Black men don't cheat. So it's just he's none of my concern.
I'm not about to play, okay? Clearly, this man is a cheater, pumpkin eater, whatever you want to call it. I feel.
I saw this one meme. It was like her face in this is like when she knows she got her lick back already. That she cheated back already on him, so it's all good.
Literally.
Let's see.
That's the new thing. If they cheat on you, cheat back with the same person that they cheated on you with.
What?
With the same person?
That's what you called it.
That's some teen drama shit.
No, it's not. It's actually someone very famous did it. I think we discussed it before. What is her name? Anyways, it'll come to me.
So, this is what he said in the alleged text message from him. He asked if she blocked him, and she sent question marks. And then he said, "Babe, I understand things are crazy right now. I get it. If you allow me to explain the situation to you, I will. Please give me the chance to explain this mess. I declined an interview with a blogger a few months back and made a video criticizing her work. She's on a smear campaign to assassinate my character. I have nothing to hide from you. I've been honest with you from day one. Can I come by and talk to you?"
This is the person that he cheated with.
This is a new
Not
girl. And then she said, "Derek, you lied about everything when you called last night. You said the blogger." She said, if any blogger contact me, say I don't know you and block them. I asked what this was about, and you said over an interview and nothing more. Well, 2 women claim they had an affair with you, and I know nothing about this until you call me right now. Then you have a video with your wife, the chick that you told me you didn't want to marry, and you haven't seen her in months. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. Every video you record is every video you record is in front of my house. You can see my house in the background. Don't ever contact me again."
Wait, is this a neighbor? It's just the neighbor.
He said, "Please allow me to explain, Nick." She said, "No, thank you." He said, "Unblock my number. I'm on my way to your office now. If this is what you want, let's do it. I'm not leaving until you talk to me."
What a crazy.
I mean, YouTubers go on YouTube. That's what YouTube is. That's what YouTube is.
Cheat on him with the same person that he cheated on you with. Do it free to call away.
And she also alleges that she was pregnant late last year.
The lady?
Yeah. And
the tea just get hotter. This is Texas.
We don't know the truth.
This is Texas sweet tea. This ain't no regular tea.
and there's audio of her doing an interview.
She got all the English brew, the green tea. She got everything. Texas
Just
sweet
saying.
tea. Oh Lord.
It's not looking too good.
Don't cheat.
This does.
Sir, there is a whole evidence in a book and a text
cheated?
message. Yes, I have. Okay.
I have never cheated. I can put that on everything
She said,
that I
"Yes,
love.
I have." Proud as hell.
And it's not a fun thing. And I've talked about this before. It's not a fun thing. It was when I was back in college. I was with this guy for 8 years. My first boyfriend. And I just was looking for something else, I guess. So I just kept emotionally cheating on, which is probably, I feel like it's worse, much worse than anything. I don't even know. I feel like it's emotional cheating is much worse than actual cheating because you gain emotions for another person. So don't ever do it. It just ruins that person's life and it ruins some way your life. So don't do it.
Don't cheat.
Don't do it. Don't do it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it.
But they're still together.
Just tell that person. Who?
Get you a Pisces. They're loyal.
I'm a Pisces.
Oh shit. Well, get you a February Pisces. They're loyal.
But I did.
See, I hate that about the zodiac signs. Like, no, this month they good. This month they not good. Like, what?
But the thing about it is, me and him we're still really good friends, and like we talk about it all the time.
Y'all talk about you cheating on him all the time.
Just because he still like. When I say it affects that person, it does affect that person. You know what I mean? So it does affect you.
You gotta kind of grow up and move past that, my friends.
And I did, but he didn't. But like it taught me, it just taught me a lot. Like I'll never do that again, just because.
You'll never cheat again?
No, I won't, because I just rather be honest and upfront with that person. So we'll just avoid hurting people ever again. You know what I mean? I don't want to hurt anybody. It wasn't my intention to hurt someone before then, but it was just hard for me to just break from that relationship just because he was very just emotionally just draining of me. But you know what, it is what it is. You know, you live and you learn. You live and you learn.
But are people not allowed to make mistakes?
No, they are. But obviously, he's been making a lot of mistakes.
Right.
Okay.
He ain't
What if he's
learned.
a
He
sex
has not
addict?
learned. He has not learned from his
supposed to learn from
mistakes.
it.
What if he's a sex addict?
Then be open.
What if he doesn't know he's one?
Get into therapy.
Yeah,
they have
What if
therapy
he
for
doesn't?
that.
What if he doesn't know he's one?
It don't matter.
What she just said.
Get into therapy.
He don't know he's one.
They need to go to marriage counseling first.
They maybe did already. We don't know.
I just feel like some.
They said they did. They did say they were separated for a long time.
If he doesn't
Just that they were
want to
married.
be with her and he wants to keep doing this, then he needs to tell her, be
Maybe
like,
she
hey,
got that wop.
I don't want to be in this relationship anymore.
Apparently, they weren't having sex. That's why he stepped out. That's what he said on the first video.
I wouldn't want to have sex with him if he's out there
Slanging it.
slanging and
But what if he's
banging
out
and
there getting it
slanging
because he's
Thang,
not getting it
thang.
at home?
Huh?
What if he's
Thang,
doing it
thanging
because
that
he's
thing.
not getting it at home?
That's what I'm saying. That's what he said in the first video, that he stepped. That
What?
they weren't having sex and stuff, so he stepped out. It was bad and stuff like that. But
I'm sure it's other reasons.
Well, what
That
if
has to
that's
do
just
with everything with him.
Well, what if, see that you can't always say that. What if that's a factor? That is a factor. If I'm in a relationship and I want to fuck and we not fucking, and I'm gonna be fucking, like that's just what it is.
so then just separate yourself. That's my thing. If you get to the point that you feel like you have to step out, then close this door before opening another one. That's my
That
thing.
sounds reasonable, but it's not always that simple.
It can be. It's hard.
It can be. Let me tell
Anything
you.
can be.
Simple.
Let me tell
but
you.
it's hard.
Anything can be.
I even when I was going through my divorce, so my ex-husband this is the process of the divorce. He had got involved with somebody else. The divorce was filed in May. Our divorce wasn't finalized until November. That whole process, even though he had got involved with somebody else, he was seeing somebody else. I did not step outside because I made a vow that this is the person that I was going to be with. Until I signed my divorce decree, I did not start anything with anybody else. I felt like I'm closing this because I went into this marriage was faithful throughout the 7 years of our relationship. I'm not going to stop now. So when I sign this divorce decree, that is when I will start something with somebody else. And that's exactly what I did. So it can be done. Close one door before you open another one.
Anything can be done. Anything can be done. We don't know their situation. We don't know.
I'm talking in general. I'm talking not them specifically. I'm just talking in general. If you want to do something, you can do it.
And that's why I say like it's better to be honest and upfront with somebody. They're gonna be hurt regardless of what you do, but still it's better this way, because I mean like it's just better. Just take my advice. learn from my mistakes, and just do it that way. Just tell them, hey, like I don't think this relationship is going anywhere, and I think we should just end it. Point blank, period. Instead of cheating on multiple people. I mean, cheating on somebody with multiple people. Someone that you claim that you love, that you want to be with, and that you want to spend the rest of your life with, but yet you're doing this, this, and this, and this.
You can't love someone and cheat on them?
You can, but I advise you not to.
And also, that's not how people interpret relationships. Like, close one door, go to another door. Maybe it should be a transition for that person. You don't know. What works for everybody doesn't work for everybody.
Yeah.
Because I know
just
people
can't see myself. And I'm just speaking for myself.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to intentionally do something. I'm not going to intentionally hurt the people that I love. So if I love you, I'm going to do everything in my power not to hurt you. So, and I think men know that if my wife, if my girlfriend, if whoever finds out, that's going to hurt them. So if especially in marriage, men are
I've never been married. I don't plan on getting married anytime soon.
Quote unquote, here I want to protect and provide. You want to protect her from the world or protect her from, everything else, but you're the one, hurting that person. Like that it doesn't line up. Protect her. You also, you made vows, then you don't hurt her either.
I guess it just depends on the person.
I mean,
clearly,
those vows are supposed to mean something when you take them. Don't take them.
Hey, there's pressure every day for women who want to get married. There's pressure every day. Some guys do it because that's the only way they're going to stay with their girl. Some guys just ain't ready. That's just what it is.
Yeah. I think that communication, needs to be explained. I mean, that
I know women today who would leave their guy if he didn't propose to them in a certain amount of time.
And I don't feel like either side, anybody should settle, right? So I feel like if that's something that you want, and that's what I'm saying, that conversation needs to be had. If you do say you in 2 years you want to be married, and you express that, the 2 years the 2 years comes up, and this person is still not ready. You have that dialogue, but then yes, you have the choice. You have the choice. If this is what you want, if this being married is what you want, then you have that right. You make the choice that's best for you. I don't think that she should settle. And if he's not ready, I don't think that he should settle and just marry her because that's what she wants. Both parties deserve what they want. You know what I'm saying? That sounds
extremely nice. That sounds like it should be. That sounds how it should go. Yeah. They don't go that way. A lot of times. We can say all day, every day, this is what it should be.
Yeah. And I feel like I've learned, from my past. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to lose myself in a situation. I'm not going to lose myself settling for something less than I deserve. If I feel like I deserve this and I'm not getting that, then I need to respectfully say, I still have love for you. Like, I don't hate you, but I'm not getting what I need from this relationship, so I'm going to walk away. I've had to do that in the past. For me.
Black men still don't cheat, guys. I mean, that's just what Black men don't cheat.
They're the main ones.
Right. The fuck?
The main ones.
Black men don't cheat, guys. I promise you, we don't cheat. We don't cheat.
Whatever.
Black boys cheat. You know what I'm saying? Black men don't cheat. I don't got time to cheat. I don't even want to deal with more than one person as it is.
Right.
I literally don't have time.
Now I'm just like
mentally.
Right. I feel like.
I just don't want anybody destroying my peace and my happiness right
now. That's it. So, like, talk about it. Talk about it. That when you find your peace, that is everything. Protect that peace at all costs. That's how I am. I am the same way. My peace is everything, and especially like I talk about. not to continue to go back on that situation, but
Because black men don't cheat. Yeah, keep going.
he gonna make me come across the table, y'all. No, I'm just playing. You know, I hate to keep going back on that situation, but just because that is a part of my experience and something, you know, deep that I had to go through once I came out of, you know, that depressing state and all of that. Once I got that peace, when you get to true, genuine, divine peace, that place is a beautiful place, and you just want to protect your peace. Just like Raven said, protecting that peace is everything.
And I think
it's everything.
That's why I just really just do not want to jump back into any kind of relationships or anything like that. Even with friendships, I'm just like it's
you
just
gotta
mentally just it's draining.
That's my I don't have time for anything that is coming to destroy this energy that I got. I'm in a very, very, very good place. It took a lot of work for me to get to that place. So if I feel a slight, no. Whether it's a friendship, whether it's a relationship, whether anything, if I feel a nudge on that energy, you got to keep it moving. And I don't have any ill feelings, any ill will. Like, I wish you the best, but you are just not. I feel like people come into your life, some come, you know, for a lifetime, some are reasons and seasons. So sometimes it just might be, sometimes some people's time just might be up. So
Facts. Black men don't cheat.
Where's my water?
So let's talk about more like how black men don't cheat.
I don't know anything about this subject.
The room got quiet.
I don't know anything about that.
Have y'all been cheated on?
Oh yeah.
Yes. Yep.
Right in front of my face too. Like
Right in front of your face?
Yes. I don't mean like sexually in
watching?
front of me. But like the guy that I did, my abusive boyfriend, he would cheat on me with a stripper. And
That's not cheating.
Listen, she was always in the barber shop. And I asked him, I said, why the hell is she always in the barber shop?
He was a barber?
He was a barber. He was actually a pretty good barber. I give him that. Anyways, I always ask, like, why is she always in the shop? So one day I was like, why is she always here? He was like, she's getting a haircut. Every damn day she
faded up or what? She have short hair? Mm-mm. So what, like a trim? What kind of haircut was she getting?
You telling me? I'm trying to find out too.
You still don't know.
And the other thing is, like,
that's kind of weak. Like he had you in the barbershop and her in the barbershop.
I was never allowed to go in the barbershop too.
Not allowed to go to the barbershop.
Is he the narcissist one?
He's one of them.
Oh, okay.
So he was
allowed. I don't like that terminology.
I know. He was like, you can't come in here because there's men in here. I don't want them looking at you. It's like. I'm not even concerned with anybody. I was like, and plus, I don't even want to go in the barbershop. I'm like, I don't want people looking at me, period. So
barbershops are tough, yo. I see it all the time.
Yeah, but I was also cool with everybody in the barbershop. Like one, they knew my intentions while I'm there. One, I'm just here to drop off food and go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not there to be like, ooh, hey, look at me.
So you were his food mama?
No, he paid for the food though.
You just pick it up.
Yeah, I pick it up. But like, I just knew. Like I had a feeling. Like one time he went to her apartment or something. He was like, I'm gonna drop off something for her or whatever. I was like, okay. And I'm just like, you dropping off something and you've been gone for how long? Like that just didn't sit right with me. So I you just know.
Yeah, you know.
You really know.
It's that female intuition.
I'll be wrong sometimes though.
And then one time, one other boyfriend.
You've never been wrong?
No, if I'm wrong, I'm saying I'm wrong. If I'm right, I'm right.
Not about stuff like that.
I've been accused of cheating before. And I don't be cheating.
I mean, I've been accused of cheating. I'm like, what? Like, why would I cheat? Why? When you're like, well, currently, I was like, why? Because I told y'all in the past I did. In the past, I emotionally cheated. I went on the date with this guy, and I like fell for this other guy when I was still in a relationship. And like he was just giving me everything that I needed at the time, which was like support.
Yeah.
And just like,
so can you, if you are not getting what you need from your man, like let's say emotionally, like you need to talk to him, he's not really there or whatever, and you just develop a friendship with somebody, and you can have somebody you can talk to and hang out with. Is that technically cheating, or is it developing a friend?
I felt like I was, because I was falling for this person.
Okay, so you started to actually like
I actually
him.
had feelings for him. So,
but if you were just going to, let's say you took the feelings out, if you were just you needed somebody to talk to, your boyfriend at the time wasn't there, you went to this guy and you confide, you're stressed out, you're talking to him,
then I would consider that as a friend.
That's what I think too.
But this was way more, because I just felt
like a new friend or someone you've already known before the relationship. Friend. That's a little weird. That's a little weird for me. Just because, like, a lot of different factors you got to take in. Like, why is he not being emotionally available for you?
I can tell you that. So I feel like my situation is different because I did get accused of emotionally cheating, but I was gone to basic training, and then I went to tech school. So we were away from there was people in my classes and stuff like that I talked to. So then we just started talking, just about how I was stressed out and stuff like that, and. So he was like, "You emotionally cheating?" I'm like, we go to school together. We work together. But
no, that's different. That's different.
That's
like I thought you meant like I met this dude at the club. We just became friends.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't like that. So the guy.
But I think that it's funny. I'm sorry to cut you off. I think that it's funny is because generally you get accused of something when the other person is doing something. So that was the first indication that my ex was cheating, because he was like, "You remember when you emotionally cheated on me 2 years ago?" I'm like, "What the fuck?" Like, you just bringing this up out of the blue. Like, we never, and then when the shit come out in the wash, this fool was really cheating. You know what I'm saying?
And cheating's stressful, bro.
Wait, I have a question. Can
much.
you stay with a person who's cheated on you, or you cheated on them with?
So it's two different questions.
Okay, so can you stay with a person that has cheated on you?
No.
I tried when I was married. When I was married, I actually tried, because I felt like, again, for better or worse, death do us part. Like, I'm trying to honor these vows. I'm gonna try, but yeah, it didn't work. But I did try.
I'm married or in a relationship. I'm not. If you cheat, that's like the one thing you don't do. For me, that's the one thing you don't do.
I feel like even if you try, like even if you continue, I just feel like it's no way, because there's no way that that person they're not going to get over it. They're going to keep bringing it up, which keeps bringing it back to the same thing over and over again. You're never going to develop and you're never going to grow. And then
depends on how you handle it. Depends on how you handle it, honestly.
So I can tell you from my situation, what happened was, it wasn't just a hit it or quit it. It wasn't just a hit it and quit it type situation.
He was going back and forth?
Like, he basically developed like a relationship, like his feelings got involved. And this was another thing that I know all his friends, right? Like, and even like when he would get new friends, because he rode motorcycles, so he would meet people at rallies and stuff, and the new people that he would meet, like he'd introduce me to, and this one person was the only person he had never introduced me to, so I thought that was a little bit fishy when I did find out about her, because he was like, she's my friend. I know all your friends. Like, this one friend you didn't tell me about, like, I know all your friends. And so he basically was having two relationships. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That sounds stressful, bro. Like, I don't want to have it. Like, I could never.
But they say how you get them is how you're going to lose them. And this exact same thing. When she found out about me, she didn't stop talking to him, even after she knew that he was married. And they continued to date.
That's why you don't buy women shoes. They'll walk right out of your life with them.
There you go. I recently heard that. I hadn't heard that before. They continued to date. They actually got married, even after that, like, I healed. I took time to heal from myself. Like, I still don't have no hate or animosity, anything towards them, but they did, same thing happened to her. And they ended up getting a divorce as well. So how you get him, How you gonna lose them? Like, I feel like y'all started on a rocky foundation. Like, anything worth standing, you know, when they build buildings, anything that, you know, stands has to have a solid and firm foundation. Y'all started this shit on a rocky foundation. What did you expect to happen? That's just my personal opinion.
Sometimes it works out though.
No, I think it's true what you say too, because like how I met my ex, we were just friends with benefits. We really were. Like, and then I've developed feelings for him. Sorry, I wasn't talking to the mic. I developed feelings for him, and then at the time he was just like, nope. So I was like, okay, immediately cut it off. And then I started seeing red flags that I noticed back in my other ex, and I was like, I do not. No, I never want to be with him. Yeah. And then he would be like, why you never want to be with me? I'm just like, first of all, you never take me out on dates, and I took you out on a date, you complain, just all this other stuff, just a lot of stuff.
I'm gonna tell you that's a front. If you take a guy on a date and he has a problem, it's a front and it's a red flag. Get the fuck out.
I know. Yes.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah, literally. But
look, the last dude, he didn't mind taking my money. He did not mind. How about this?
And then like he never
that damn apartment I furnished. Not really. That's a joke. Not really. You know, I'm just exaggerating, but. Yeah.
Like even when I ordered DoorDash for like us, he was like, "Do you want me to split?" I'm like, "No, it's okay. It's just DoorDash. Like I don't care." Or if he ordered DoorDash, he'd be like, "Okay, do you want like to go?" I'm just like, "It's okay. Like I'll just pay for the whole thing. Like I don't care. You know, it's not a big factor for me. Even though, you know, like sometimes, you know, I may be struggling. I'll tell him like right away, look, I'm struggling. I'm not gonna do this. I can't do that. I can't do this. Like I'm honest with him. But when I say he is cray to the Z, cray.
You already gave this guy 2 nods in this podcast episode. I'm gonna need you to speed it up. You already talked to this guy 2 times.
No more energy. No more energy.
This motherfucker's in more episodes than I am.
Ooh. No, literally, it should be the.
It's when they get, you know. Sometimes you just gotta talk about it, right? Ain't that the name of the podcast? Can we talk? I mean, sometimes
it's honestly
we gotta talk about it. You gotta get it off your chest. Say it with your chest, especially when they be emotionally taking a lot out of you. God damn it, we gonna talk about it today.
Okay, it's because I don't
talk about it, girl.
I don't talk about it with my friends. I don't talk about it with anybody. So I really do just like keep it.
I'm like more of your friends than your friends.
This is a no judgment zone, right?
They've been hearing about this for 3 years.
This is a no judgment zone, right? Talk about it. Talk about it.
Mm-hmm. She right.
All right, I'm done with relationship talk. What are we? So the
black men don't cheat.
Correct.
The heck. I mean, I do get your statement. I get where you're coming from.
Maybe the men. If they're a man, they're a man.
Yes.
They're
black boys cheat. Mm-hmm. Black boys cheat.
The boys, the babies, the toddlers, all them cheat. I done dealt with a little bit of all of them.
So, Sweetie and what's his name? Quavo. What's his name?
Offset. Take off.
Whichever of the Migos. What's the Migos? No, I'm just playing.
What's the Migos?
So they broke up. I don't know why I'm talking about this. I'm only talking about this because of the aspect of him taking the car back that he got her.
So that was true.
Allegedly. But I've read so much different shit. Like the shit was in his name and shit like that. What do you guys feel about taking gifts back after breaking up?
Oh, I took one back.
I don't.
Okay, this is the story.
This is the 3rd time.
He's making another guest appearance.
This is the story. He took something of mine, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take this back.
CBD, yeah.
He took my CBD.
That was a gift.
For me, like I never if I go to your house, I will never do anything. I don't touch your shit. You don't touch my shit. It's just point blank period. You just don't do that. So like I was mad at the time because he didn't admit it to it. He just didn't think it was right. So I was like, okay, all right, I'm gonna take the perfume, the cologne that I got you back. And I was gonna give it back, but I just never gave it back. He keeps asking about it. I'm like, I'm not giving it back.
But that's different. You were still dealing with him when you took it.
Yes, exactly.
I'm saying if y'all break up, y'all walk away, you ask for everything back.
I don't want anything back from you.
I don't.
I'm pretty sure he wants
stuff I wanted.
I'm pretty sure he wants his jersey back though.
The jersey made a cameo on the episode.
No, he
today.
told me I can have it.
So you wouldn't take stuff back? No. What if it's a car, a ring, jewelry?
No, he can have it. I don't want it. If he put me through that much fucking stress, you can just fucking have it. Take the house, take everything. I just don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with it.
So if the car is in your name, you bought the car as a gift for the person, and it's in your name, you're not taking the car back?
Oh man, that's a different story because I don't want him not to pay it, and then it goes into to fuck my credit. So that's a different story. If it's something small like a phone that I bought for him,
what
or
if you finance the ring or some jewelry?
Different story than like if it's in my name. If it's in my name, then I'm gonna have to.
Your ass should have financed it.
I'm gonna have to.
It was $40,000 piece of jewelry. Why not?
If it's in my name, I have to take it back. Now, if it's just
because I'd be sick because I still would jewelry or something like that. I don't feel like I would take back, but if I financed it, I would be sick every time I made that note.
That's what I'm saying. Would you take it back? Because
I wouldn't take it back.
Because allegedly the car he bought her was customized just for her, so it had like whatever their relationship's about. It's like into the car, and it's in his name allegedly. You're not taking that back, because if you take it back, you can just give it to the dealership, and then she can rebuy it if she wants to, and that could be hers in her name if she really wanted.
I don't know. That's a tough one.
If it's in my name and I know for a fact
to the mic, Raven.
If it's in my name and I know, if it's in my name and I know for a fact that this person is gonna ruin me and try to ruin me, I'm gonna do my best to take back the car, just because I don't want him to fuck up anything that I had going for me.
That part,
because they will do it, and they will enjoy doing it. So. Yes, I'm going to take it back.
Drake even repost cars too. So,
but if it's like something small,
whose car did he take? Whose car did he take?
Some girl in Houston. He rapped about it.
I missed that verse.
Drake, you can take the car back from me.
He didn't even come get it. He sent the bro to come get the car.
Damn.
Who? Drake or Quavo?
Drake sent the bro to come get the car back.
Who picked Sweetie's car up?
I don't know. I don't even know if it's true. I don't know. That's why I only talk about the shit. I just wanted to know about that subject, because if I've had someone take something away after.
How'd you feel about it?
I didn't care.
You didn't care?
No. But funny story about this apartment, right? So moved in here like 2 years ago, maybe. It's probably been 2 years now. And I moved in here with somebody.
Okay.
Right. We bought a bunch, like I moved from an apartment off of Metric or whatever, but I bought a whole bunch of stuff. She bought a whole bunch of stuff for the apartment. And I was like, you can take whatever you want. Just let me know when you do it. Like after we broke up, I was like, you can come in here, take what you want. I'll be at work. You don't got to worry about me being here. We don't have to have no kind of communication.
Yeah.
Lock the door. Cool. She did the opposite. She came here and I didn't know she was in here, and everything was gone. Like everything.
Like even the stuff she didn't buy.
Like those chairs, the chairs you're sitting on, like we had those chairs prior. She took the chairs. She took the trash cans. She even took the shower curtain.
Oh, I remember you told me that.
She took the shower curtain. She took the trash can, and on top of that, she threw the trash out.
That's
took
just
the
petty.
Trash can. You know what I mean? I was really cool with it. I was just like, yo, you just can come in here. Just tell me when you do it, so I don't have to come home and not know someone was in the apartment or whatever. I changed the locks the next day. Like, no, thank you.
The fact that she took the trash can in the shower curtain.
And only to take it to her mama's house.
That's the petty I aim to be. Okay?
It's not like she took it somewhere else. She took it to her mama's house. I was just like, that's crazy.
The last person that I was with, I should have took some stuff. I should have took some of my stuff, but then people was like, no, it was a gift. Be the bigger person. So I was so-called being the bigger person. But
she took a teddy bear too.
He took my teddy bear. I want my teddy bear back. Okay, I don't care.
I think people do that just because they're not ready to let go.
They're spiteful.
They're not ready to let go.
And I was like, here, you can have your jersey back. Just give me my fucking teddy bear. I don't care. Just give me the fucking teddy bear back. I love that teddy bear. Okay. Evil.
I had something in my mind. I just like literally lost it. So y'all keep talking because I got to get it back. It was a fire question.
It was a fire question?
It was a fire question. Y'all talk about something else real quick. Hold up. It was really good. I had to piggyback
Now I wanna-
off that too.
Now I want to know what this question
okay.
is.
I found it.
Oh.
Found it in my brain. Do you still? Well, clearly, do you still wear the stuff that someone bought you?
Yeah, because it looks good on me.
The only
I mean, he
thing,
didn't buy it. I took it.
The only thing that I use or wear, quote unquote, is purses. That's it.
How would you feel about your
But
significant
let me
other?
tell you, I got a purse for Christmas of 2019. I started talking to him early 2020. I probably didn't use that, but I didn't take that purse out of the bag almost that whole damn year. Like I didn't want to look at it. Like that. It was even the one I wanted, but it still disgusted me.
I just like this jersey. Okay, I just throw it on. It's like my throw on and go outfit. It's nothing. Has nothing to do with him.
So, what if you're in a relationship with somebody and they are wearing things that their
Don't
particular
tell me.
ex?
Don't tell me.
But if you know, especially because there's this one chick I was involved with, and she had been with like D League or now an NBA player, and she's always wearing his shit. And I know that's his shit because I know what team this nigga's on. I know his stats, type shit.
Did you know she dealt with him before?
Yeah.
Oh, so you knew going into a relationship?
Yeah, that's why I did it. I was like, if the NBA player's hitting it, it must be all right, you know? Like, or D-League player at the time. If you know for sure that this person's wearing the shirt, the pants, the socks, the hats, the slides, the whatever the fuck else you got on, you know for a fact this person got them. That their ex got them that piece of clothing. Would that bother you? Mm-hmm. If they take you on a date and they clothes that they bought them?
I'm gonna just need you to do better. What bothers me is the fact that you didn't think that shit through. Like, wear when I'm not with you.
What if it's an afterthought? What if you're together for a long time? You've been wearing the shirt, you know?
My ex still wears the clothes that I got him.
Wear when I'm not with you. I'm gonna need you to think. I'm gonna need you to just think.
You gotta think
better.
that hard every day. Like, I'm just gonna put a shirt on, you know? I wasn't really
you
thinking.
Pick it up, you know who got you this shirt all the clothes. Like you just know better. I just need a little common sense. That's it.
All my exes still wear the same clothes that I got them.
Yes, because I have clothes and I know who got me.
But you still have them, right?
I still have them because I sleep in one of the shirts. It's just an oversized big shirt. But I wouldn't go to my dude's house and take that shirt. Oops. I don't. I wouldn't. I'm just, I'm just.
You said, oops.
Do better. I wouldn't.
Sure. Well,
But does he know? Does he? The dude that you talked to, does he know that that's another dude's shirt?
It has his initials on it, so I'm
gonna need you to do better, girl. Do better.
But
don't do that no more.
But it's not.
Don't do that no more.
It's not my new. I don't have a new relationship or anything like that.
Your side dudes, none of the dudes.
It's nobody like that.
So you don't spend the night bag?
Oh, well, they all know. I mean, I'm pretty sure they know. I said, this is my ex jersey. It's don't ever put in the jersey. And they love the jersey. Men, they just
hell no.
They don't give a fuck. They really don't. Because if I'm saying here, like, this is his shirt, it says his name on the back. They don't give a fuck. They don't. Only one person would, which would be the ex in Houston, who still thinks that he's with me. Yeah, we're still together.
Chill.
I'm just kidding. But the other ones, no, they didn't.
Would it bother you?
Yes.
It would bother you?
Yeah.
Okay. I just need you.
Does this bother you?
She did that all the time. She not all the time, but she would do that.
I mean, she would just have the clothes on. Like, we just go to the store type shit. But like, I know, but
I'd
I
be
don't.
like, I don't want to go to cinema.
But then I don't know if she was a fan before they were together. Like, I don't know. I wasn't man enough to ask at the time. Now I'm asking. I don't know.
You should be like, what the fuck are you going with that on? Go take it off, change, get out of that.
That sounds wild though. A man
they don't care.
A man telling you the change, is that not wild?
I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like my mentality is different. I feel like I'm older.
It's because we 80s babies.
Yes, the 80s baby. Like, I feel like you just
Anything before
when I'm with somebody,
93 and above,
when I'm with
it's not
somebody,
in the mix.
I'm gonna do what, especially if I'm in a relationship, I'm gonna respect this person. Like I feel like, you know, some of that you just do it out of respect. Like nothing, I'm not gonna have my dude out here looking crazy. And if something, you know, even shifts, you know, makes his ego, slights his you know, makes his ego feel, you know, touched. Yeah, I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah.
But then you have those women who don't care. You know, they're like,
I think some people
they force the guy to, not really force, but like, because you can wear whatever the fuck you want. No one should ever tell you what to wear, no matter a relationship or not. But there's still standards in relationships.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. And that's the common sense that I talk about. It's not so common all the time.
See, I just
feel like have respect. Respect me and I'm gonna respect you.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of stuff in relationships can be so simple when you overanalyze, when you start overdoing stuff. Like you make it work. It can be respect, communication. Like I feel like you know, Calvin says it sounds good, but it should be. It does sound good. It should be. Like I feel like it's not when you have all the other like expectations and when you just make it more than it is, then that's what complicates it. Just keep it simple. Communicate with me. Respect me. I'm gonna respect you. Like that's. I don't feel like it has to be a whole lot to add. All that extra shit, all that rah-rah, y'all make it worse than it has to be.
Oh, I told my ex, I said, you're real comfortable disrespecting me.
I know.
And he's like, oh well. Oh.
I was talking to one dude and he didn't even he said bitch, not even call me a bitch. He said he was talking about something that we had done earlier. He was like, y'all bitches, da-da-da-da. Who? What? Even if you group me with, you know, females and say bitches like that, I'm not a bitch. That was the last time. Like you gotta check that shit. Like that's not something that I'm gonna stand for. You ain't never. Like your other friend, you can call her as many bitches as you want to if she's gonna put up with that, but you're not gonna even associate me with, you know, the word. I check that shit. Yeah, check that shit. Never again. Say it again.
Okay.
Black men don't cheat.
Say it again. Say we don't Ike and Tina this thing. Reverse Ike and Tina this thing.
Not reverse.
Reverse.
I don't know what I was gonna say. I was gonna say something smart, but
I had a question. I forgot to. I've been getting so caught up in the conversation that I had a question. Did you answer if you have been cheated on?
I've never been cheated on.
You've never been cheated on?
Mm-mm.
Lucky you.
I don't think it's lucky. I think I don't, because I don't realize what it feels like. So I don't move with the caution of it. So like it could happen at any moment. Type shit, like you can, like I don't move with the ideal that it's possible, unlike people.
I don't think that I like, especially when my ex-husband, we started dating when I was 18. So when I went to college, I was in a relationship. So like right out of high school, like we was in a relationship. When I tell you like that. And you learn. So that's one thing that I think is beautiful about life, right? You learn and you grow through your experiences. If you're not growing, then that's unfortunate. But at that time, when I look back at the 18 and the 20 and the 21-year-old Brittany versus the 37-year-old Brittany today, like in that relationship, I was so naive. So naive. Like I was the person, because I used to work with a group of girls and they'd be like, you know, so I caught my husband doing this and I caught my husband doing that, and I was the one, I was like, he would never. My husband would never. Like, and I 100% believe that. So at that time, I was like, when talk about somebody being blindsided, like when I found out, I was completely blindsided because I was the one that I didn't think, oh, this could happen to me someday, or, you know, he's probably doing that. Like, you know, it wasn't, I'm gonna tell you what blew open the can, and when I figured it out is because this was back when I had Singular, right? Y'all remember Singular back in the day? Free mobile to mobile, rollover minutes. We don't talk to nobody but each other.
Free after 9.
But we got a gang of rollover minutes. Like, you got 20,000, I got 20,000. When I got the cell phone bill and it said $1,000, and I'm like, this fool done used both of our rollover minutes, because your rollover minutes, if you run out, you can use mine. So how you use all of it? Like, what? Who the hell are you talking to that much?
I definitely got in trouble in high school doing some shit like that. I got my ass toe up.
My husband did that at the time, so he got in trouble too. Like, what the hell? Like, why are we getting a $1,000?
That bill was $1,100.
So that's gonna make you look. I got to see what number is being called so damn much. Then this number slowly kept popping up. You know, he would go to work. He would kiss me at 5:48, and then at 5:55 in the car, he was calling this number every single day. So that's how I started putting the shit together, you know. And it went back months and months and months that this was every single day. I was like, kissing, a relationship started. You literally kiss me when you get off the bed, kiss me, kiss your son, go to work, but as soon as you get in the car, you're calling somebody else. Tragic. But I feel like, again, like, I don't have any hatred or animosity towards him, you know. That was a long time ago. Definitely grow, and, you know, this piece that I have is untouchable. But yeah, karma is real. Like, that shit, you know, even though I think people think they get away with certain things, but I am a firm believer in, even when you dish out or even when you do wrong to somebody, it may not come back in that exact form, but you reap what you sow. You know what I mean? So it's gonna come back. So I don't even have to worry about it, you know. And like I said, lo and behold, same thing happening, same thing that we went through when we were in our early 20s. He's still going through, or he's going through again in his 30s.
And he was in the military, right?
Yes, we were both in the military.
See, I'm fortunate that I've always had people around me who, not only family, but just like good people.
Yeah.
That have always put me in positions to like not make the mistakes they do.
Yeah.
A quote that I really, really like always say, you know, smart people learn from their mistakes. Others learn from the mistakes of, wise people learn from the mistakes of others.
Yes, exactly.
Right. So one of my closest friends, she's 50 plus years old right now. Right. She just went through a divorce after being married for a very, very long time. Right. And then also my brother being divorced 2 times, about to get married for his 3rd time. Military dude, Air Force, Lacrin, all that. He taught me very, very early, like, being in the military is a weird kind of, and that's not an excuse to why you would act that way and things of that nature, but he was stationed in Sacramento for a while, and I would go there and he would tell me, he would just like, get in the car, I'm gonna drive you around the neighborhood. So when the airmen and Army staff would be deployed, they put a soapbox outside their house. One, just a regular soapbox, can be any kind of brand. One means the spouse is out of here. 2 to 3 means they're okay with cheating on that spouse.
Oh, I've never heard that.
And he would drive me around the neighborhood and he'd be like, she's loyal, he's loyal, she's loyal, he's loyal. Then you start to see 1 or 2, 3 soapboxes outside.
That's crazy.
And my brother did 2 tours in Iraq.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, literally, these dudes are over there for 6-7 months.
Yeah.
No one's gonna see that.
Right.
You have very limited kind of like cellular conversation when you're over there, especially at that time. Right. So you're not getting a text saying, "Yo, you got soapboxes in your front of your house."
Yeah.
You just take them shits and gone. When you get back, they're gone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I learned, like, I'm the only male in my family, and that's most of my extended family on my dad's side who never did military.
Okay.
Because my brother was like, "Don't do it. It sounds great. You'll get here, you'll get to travel, you do all this, but you'll lose a little piece of yourself eventually."
Right.
Like, you'll lose a little piece of yourself, and you won't really get to be yourself when you're traveling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I've always been grateful to have people around me that literally put me in positions. Like, they teach me things.
Yeah.
Like, that's why one of the things for me is surrounding myself around women, because you're not going to understand or come to a conclusion about women hanging around 20 dudes all the time. And then when you get in a conversation with a woman and you don't know what to fucking do.
Yeah.
You don't know how to act. You don't know, You just don't know. But if you surround yourself around some educated black women or women in general, it makes everything you do a lot easier.
Yeah.
Because you have the ability to call someone. Like I can call one of my best friends, like T Mackley, yo, am I tripping? Calvin, you tripping? All right, bet. Cool.
Yeah.
Am I tripping? No, she tripping for real. Like that's out of pocket. Don't entertain that.
Right.
So I have that go to. So I never had to or have to from this point prior, like sit here and like go through things that I guess most dudes do. So I live life with a different perspective because once again, I hear these stories all the time.
Yeah.
I talk to women all the time. That's just a part of what I do. That's part of who I am. I don't really listen to dudes a lot of times because I know that
they're full of shit.
Black men don't cheat. But just because I know dudes who aren't shit.
Yeah.
I know some good dudes, but I know some dudes who aren't shit.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It's funny that you surround yourself with women because I also surround myself with guys. I have a lot of guy friends.
I'm the coolest one of them, though.
Like my guy friends.
You didn't acknowledge? I'm the coolest one.
Anyways, so what I was saying, yeah, you're the coolest one. But like, if I ever feel like I'm just like, if I need a guy's point of view, I'm like, am I out of pocket for this or am I doing this? Is this crazy?
I'm gonna tell you hell yeah every time.
Exactly. But normally it's not me. It's them. It's them.
It's their fault.
It's him. It's all him.
And I don't look to play the blame game. Like I really, anytime I'm in a relationship or interaction with someone, like I don't blame either or. Like it just can be it. Like it just can be that sometimes. Sometimes it just doesn't work. Sometimes it works, and sometimes you have to just be like, yo, it's probably time for us to stop. That's just what it is.
Yeah. And
I've never been the guy who's like, no, I got to hold on to this. This is forever. Prior to being 24, the 24. Before Calvin, that is a wild boy. That's a wild boy. I don't know who that is. We would not be friends, me and that Calvin.
I'm trying to see when I made the shift. For me, like it was probably
yesterday.
It was probably
this weekend.
Right? Seriously, it's probably in 2017. 2017. What age was I? I don't feel like doing the math. I think I was around 25, 26 when I just kind of made that shift where like I was just kind of more focused on myself and growing myself personally, mentally, physically, everything like that. Right after my abusive ex. And then I started meeting like other guys and I would go on dates with them and I'd just be like seeing red flags and I just, so. But yeah, I think 25 and 26 is when I made that shift to just focus on myself and doing things for myself, bettering myself.
And there's no time limit on that either.
True. There's not. Because I feel like I'm still healing. Even though it's been three years, I'm still healing.
No one can tell you, like, no matter what amount of... Because I think that, like, especially in our community, like, therapy is pushed, but... doing it consistently isn't. Like, just go to a therapist one time and then after you think you feel better, stop.
Yeah.
Like even people who are successful, even people who are good to go and they feel they're good to go, still go to therapy.
Absolutely.
Because
I feel like just like we go to the doctor, right? For women go for checkups and you go for your annual physical and just like that, I think that mental health needs to be taken just as serious. True. Like, you might feel like, you like exactly like you said, like everything's good. I don't feel like, I'm not depressed at the moment or whatever, but you still need to stay on top of, your mental health.
Something I did hear, and it was definitely Joe Budden that said it. He said sometimes you have to check in on your relationships, all of them. Like not adding a therapist, but I'm saying like you got to check in because you guys have been friends for 15 years, right? And at a certain point, your ideals are going to change. They're going to be up and down. So it's important to check in with friends and family consistently. And when I mean consistently, I mean like every 1 to 2 years. Like have a sit down with a friend that you've been knowing for years, like the person you think you've known for a long ass time. Just sit down and be like, yo, how are you feeling? Like, you feeling the same way? Because I think that therapy sounds amazing, right? But when it's not affordable, which it is now in a certain way. If you have insurance, a lot of people don't have insurance.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I think that checking in with friends is important. That's something I'm going to try to focus on
more.
the next half of this year. That's just checking in because like my close friend T, we haven't spoken in a long time just because of like the pandemic and stuff like that. And I know she's going through it. I know that stuff too. But like I'm gonna start checking in, like legit check in, not just like, hey, you doing all right? Because reading a text and getting a phone call feels nothing like just meeting up and having lunch or getting an appetizer and a drink or some shit like that. So that's something I want to focus on.
I feel like just like we go through stuff every single day. Like sometimes we feel like, you know, damn, we're overwhelmed. I got this going on. I got this going on. I got that going on. Mm-hmm. You know, I just lost this family member. Or, you know, this. You feel like overwhelmed. I know there's time that I feel overwhelmed. I've got this going on. I gotta make sure that my 16-year-old son is doing good in a pandemic because you know this generation is different, right? We've experienced, you know, the 9/11 and, you know, been through some stuff. This generation, like this pandemic, this is kind of like the first big thing that they've gone through. And then them being teenagers, like, you know, mental health, like it's just totally different. 2020 was a lot for us to handle as adults. Mm-hmm. So teenagers trying to deal with their whole lives changing in the matter of a week or one day to the next, like it's a lot for. So you know, I'm going through changes at my work, dealing with, you know, stuff at my job, and then losing family members, and then, you know, making sure my son's good. So just like I'm going through all of that, other people are going through all that. So just like you saying, check in. Like sometimes we feel like we got a lot on our plate, but the next person has just as much, and the next person needs you to, you know, just. Sometimes people, you know, just need somebody. They just need somebody to lean on. Just, you know, take them out. Like, let's go out to eat so you don't have to worry about none of that you got going on. You know, just 2 hours of not having to think about, you know, feeling overwhelmed or feel like you're drowning. So I completely agree. Mm-hmm. I just say that to kind of piggyback on what you're saying and completely agree with you that you got to check on each other. Check on the people you love. Check in.
That's what kind of happened this past week with my best friend. She was going through a lot. I don't really know exactly the things she was going through because she really does. She's not the type of person that talks about it. She just deals with it. Or she just doesn't deal with it. But like I told her, I was like, let's go to Dallas. Like, get in the car. I was like, pack a bag. It was just like right in that moment, she packed a bag, she went to Dallas. She came back feeling way better.
Yeah.
Than when we picked her up. So, I mean, it does help, like, you know, like checking on the people that you really do care about.
Yeah.
And it's also a mindful thing. Mm-hmm. I think a lot of times we think because no one checked on us, we should check on them. Mm-hmm. But it's a mindful thing. If you get to a place where you're mindful, then you educate that person once you go to them like, yo, last month was crazy. Last month was just a wild ass month for me. You know, it affected me that you didn't reach out to me.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know, and I'm reaching out to you because I don't want you to feel that way. And I know that sounds like it's one way, but if that person's really someone you fuck with,
they're gonna understand.
And they hear that, they're going to check on you. They're going to check in on you for real. So it's just being mindful. I think a lot of people are just trying to stay in a lane that doesn't have other lanes in it. Like this is a one-way highway or whatever the case may be, or even if with your kid, this is a 2-lane highway. Like you two, if you guys are good, you think everything's good.
Right.
But I do want to encourage people to check in.
Yeah.
You know, I've been bad at it.
Yeah.
I've been bad at checking in.
Or I think some people get into engulfed in what they're going through, and then we'll feel like, dang, so and so ain't even called. You know, so and so, you know, not even realizing that, like I said, just like you're going through it, they probably going through it. So you can't get mad at somebody, but like you said, take the initiative.
Be mindful. Just be mindful. Understand that, like, if 9
times out of 10, if you're going through it, they are too. Mm-hmm. They got a whole different set of, you know. And
it's not being the bigger person. Like I see, like I just see a lot of stuff like that.
Yeah, it's not necessarily, like you said, mindful.
That's if you're gifted and the ability to be mindful, because being mindful is a gift. Not everyone has it, right? But if you have the ability to understand this perspective like that, don't even call it initiative. Just say I'm hitting a friend up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, let me just reach out to a friend. Even if they are in some kind of array and they can't do what you're asking them to do, them knowing that you reached out to them at that point, might give them that little more strength to keep pushing. You know what I mean? So once again, that's something I want to be way more involved with, because I haven't been the guy who's reaching out to people. And the reason is because, well, the reason I feel that way now is because someone reached out to me. Bree, the person we went to, I went to New York with. Me and her hadn't talked for like 8 months. We were not cool. There was a slight miscommunication, beef, shit like that. She hit me. She literally, like, her words, which I've known her for like 9 years at this point. Her words was, it didn't feel good on my spirit not reaching out to you this long. And she came over, we just talked. I was just like, yo, I felt this way, she felt that way. Boom, we friends again. Yeah. It took an hour-long conversation to solve that. Yeah. You know what I mean? And then right after, what happened after that, it resulted in me getting a trip to New York. You know what I mean? Like, I got to go to New York, got to kick it in New York. Trip was tough, whatever. But, you know, like, I just, her doing that definitely inspired me to maybe try to reach out and, like, kind of calm some waters that are kind of rocky with certain people. Yeah. You know what I mean? And there's another reason, you know, I hate to get to this stuff after all the great conversations we've had. I do want to start with the mass shooting in Colorado. And there's certain aspects about this that really kind of like makes me feel weird, because anytime there's a mass shooter who's white, they make it to custody. Most of the times when it's us that are dying and we're driving and we get a parking ticket, we don't make it to custody. So my question to you guys is, should we just stay home? like if we can't go to the grocery store and gun control too, like, why is a 21-year-old able to buy an automated loaded weapon? Like, why is that okay? Yeah. What do you hunt with automatic weapons? Right. People.
It's disheartening all the way around. Like, you know, and then first of all, you know, my heart goes out to the families that, you know, had, you know, are suffering from this tragedy and, you know, lost loved ones. My heart goes out to them. Prayers, you know, extended to the families. But the whole situation, you know, not being safe to go out because you could be randomly shot by anybody, right? And then it's on the other end of it, it's heartbreaking that, you know, like you said, he made it to custody, and he's got
killed 10 people, yo.
And he's not. The other one that was in Atlanta had mental illness, right? They haven't said his is mental.
No, and we're going to talk about that too.
They'll probably come up with some.
But I was going to say, so it's that, right? They've got typically, I don't know this guy's situation, but typically there's a mental illness, right, that led to him murdering people. But on the other hand, we have Black kids that are playing in the park that can't even play in the park, that get killed, right? That don't even look like a threat. Didn't hurt a fly. And they, you know, and we have people that are standing outside selling cigarettes or, you know, whatever, and lose their life. You know, like, it's just like, it's so emotionally draining, you know? Like, so you got the end, you know, you can lose your life just from going to the grocery store, but then, like, race does play a factor. Like, it's just sad to continuously see this, like, right? Our people don't get treated fairly, you know?
How are you going to gun down 10 people and just get taken into custody? You get shot in the leg, and they can de-escalate a situation like that, which is way more dangerous, in my opinion,
Yeah.
than getting a traffic
He didn't
ticket.
get a knee on his neck.
That's what I'm saying.
He didn't get a knee on his neck.
That's
you know?
what I'm
I
saying.
heard one of the last mass shooters. I don't know when it happened, but the cops took him to Burger King.
Oh, I did. I do remember
To
the one that
Burger
got
King.
something to eat on the way. On the way to
way.
jail. Let me say my stomach growling. They spit on me. You know.
Yeah, if you even make it that far.
It's terrible. It's heartbreaking.
It's
It's emotionally draining, you know? Like, I just feel like there's so many different things that black and brown people and people of color have to endure on a daily basis, you know, that other people don't. And it breaks my heart that it's not fair, you know? It breaks my heart, like, you know, even going back to, you know, last year when, you know, there were several people dying. Like, it's tough. It's tough raising a young black man. It's tough. You know, I've been in at the point where I've thought I don't want to have any more kids. Well, I really don't want to have any more kids, but but there's been times that I had even thought about it in the past where I was like, I don't want to have to bring a child in this world. I don't want no more people that have to suffer. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, our people have to suffer enough. Like, I don't want another person to have to suffer. And it's so sad that I have to think that way. That I don't even want to bring more kids into this world because I'm scared of what they will have to endure. Like, that's sad. Nobody should have to make a choice on do they want to bring life into this world because they're scared of, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like that breaks my heart for myself. That I you know, and I'm sure I'm probably not the only one that feels that way, but, you know, just, yeah, having a young black boy is tough. Young black children, you know, all together, no matter what. But then having a young black boy, raising a young black boy in this world is tough.
It's like I just don't understand like how many incidents like this have to happen for there to be gun control. There is no reason on this earth a 21-year-old needs an automatic rifle. What is the rifle for is what I want to know. What does he say it's for when he buys it? Yeah, I'm about to go kill some folks. All right, cool. Credit card.
You have to save much. I think you just have. You
just
fill up the paperwork.
But then, like, so what happens next, right? So you get the government officials that say, when this type of stuff happens, we need more gun control. We need more gun control. But then what happens?
Nothing.
No, exactly.
Instant,
my point.
instant NRA. You know what I mean? Like, guns is a big business. It's a huge business, right? Mm-hmm. But I don't know why it's not as simple as you're 21 years old, you just got legalized to drink, and also you can buy an automatic weapon legally. Like, you can go to the liquor store, get some liquor, and you just turned 21, but also you can piggyback and go get a fucking automatic rifle. And I know, like, guns in general, people will still kill people, but killing 10 people in like 30 minutes is a lot different with a handgun.
Yeah.
If you have an automatic weapon with 40 plus bullets, it's a lot different than a guy with a handgun who has 6 shots and has to reload. You can de-escalate someone with a 6-shot handgun way quicker than someone with a fucking automatic weapon. That shit's wild.
And then the people that are, you know, defending it, like, I feel like
and he killed people of all ages, bro. Like, that's what's annoying. Like, the grocery store is so random. A grocery store is so random on a Monday in the afternoon before the sun's down. That's when you're trying to go to the grocery store.
Like, you never think you're gonna lose your life. You know,
going to the store.
I'm
going to HEB, but I might not make it back. Mm-hmm. You know, like, who says that?
It's crazy.
Check my location because I might not make it back.
Anywhere like, from a 20-year-old to a 65-year-old.
That's terrible.
Like, what?
Could have been kids. What if that 20-year-old had a baby in the basket?
One of the to my knowledge, the one of the people who died was an officer who had 7 kids. Like, what?
Sad.
What? and I hate to even make a transition like this because there's just been so much bullshit that's happened. Because I consider this bullshit. Because like, no, these people should have not lost their lives for doing what they should be doing. They were in a place that should just not.
A part of their everyday routine.
That's something you're supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're supposed to be. It's not a club. It's not a party.
Going to the grocery store.
Stuck on go. I'm always stuck on go everywhere I go. I tell her I'm stuck on go. She's like, don't worry. I'm like, I'm stuck on go.
We're gonna have to have our food delivered.
I'm stuck on go. Like, I'm cool on all that because it doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. And whatever the reason is,
it's kind of like what you said. Like, what are we not supposed to go outside? Like, you know, like what do you do?
What do you do? In my opinion, what you do is you hold stricter gun laws, bro. Once again, I shouldn't even be able to go buy an AK-47. I'm 28 years old. Right. Like, I shouldn't be able to do that, but you can legally. So, you know, it's just crazy. You know, rest in peace to those people who do pass away. It's very, 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 very unfortunate because once again, it's a mixture. You're not going to a Pacific market. You're not going to the club. You're not doing something that would put you in a space with just people that are like-minded. You're going to the store. Right. So, once again, rest in peace to all those who passed away. That's tough. And once again, I don't want to have to make this transition because it is still within the same kind of element, but it's a little more refined. The Atlanta shootings, or to my knowledge, was 8 people who died, and there was 3 spalls. 3 spalls?
I think so. That sounds right.
I think it's the man who 3 spalls, and I think he was a young kid too, or he wasn't old at all either. That
one I know they said he had mental illness.
No. First they said he was a sex addiction.
Oh yeah.
First they were like it's a sex addiction because he was going to spas and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Didn't he get mad or something?
And then once again, anybody who's listening, I don't know every single detail. I just want to bring any kind of light I possibly can to any information that we do talk about that's this serious. As far as that goes, like I can't imagine because those people are going to work. Like they're going, like they have to be at work. Like literally clocked in, did whatever they need to do, and were killed.
And didn't they say it was not, or he said it wasn't race related?
I think originally, that it wasn't race related, but I think everyone who passed away was of Asian descent or Asian.
So I kind of don't see where that lines up. Like how, if it's not,
you're targeting someone.
Yeah, sure. Like how is it not? It just doesn't make sense to me. That doesn't add up to me.
That's just
my personal opinion.
That's I mean, and I know we would want to get caught up in the way it was displayed as far as the media goes. I just think in all it's a crazy act, and you're at work. It's not like you're not in a high risk situation.
But I don't even think all of them were
working.
Yeah, like I think it was like some were random and it just happened to be them. Like some were not working. Yeah, it's crazy. It's another unfortunate.
And he was 21 too? Mm-hmm. Oh, that's like, I did some crazy shit at 21, but to go murder people was not one of them, nor even was it a thought. Like, what the fuck?
I was trying to drink. I had just had my baby.
I didn't start drinking until I was 22. 21.
I didn't drink till I was 21. I didn't drink before that. I
was in college, minding my own business, not even thinking about guns or anything like that.
And then also I think something happened. Well, not to digress from this and stop talking about this. I just think that's crazy. Like people think they have it like nice in this country. The white folks are the only ones who have it nice. Like we're all in this together. You know what I mean? Like the white folks are the only people who have it nice in this country. And I really that just really saddens me because, you know, I'm so into that culture. Just because me being, you know, on the food side and me loving everything they do as a people, and like something like this happens in Atlanta of all places, somewhere that's supposed to be one of the most diverse places in the world. It's extremely sad, and it's very sad, and it's annoying at this point. Like no one should be dying over your bad day.
True.
You know. because you had a bad day or you weren't feeling this way, or even mental illness. Like we have to stop even saying like that is the reason. Like, go deeper. Why did you have mental illness? Did you grow up in a certain way? Don't just use that word and use that for an excuse for any kind of breakout like this, because it's just, there's no excuse. There's no excuse that a 20-year-old guy kills 8 people or 10 people or any people.
And what does the sex addict have to do with it?
Because spas are synonymous with having, back rooms and happy endings and stuff like that. So that's the original angle that I saw. I could be wrong, but that's what I saw originally. Like, he's a guy who frequents those kind of spas and all that
So
kind
what
of
was
stuff.
he mad about? That's supposed to make you happy. I'm just confused.
I don't
You go
know.
in there, you get happy ending. So where's the anger? Like, he didn't get his no, I don't want to joke about it, but
I don't know.
I just don't. I'm trying to put it together. I'm trying to make it make sense. Make it make sense. It's sad that I read about one couple that they were on a date. They had newlyweds on a date. They got killed at the spa. That sucks. Sucks. Like, they were getting ready to spend the rest of their life with each other. That's the one that I saw. Army's mother, newlyweds.
Can't even go to the spa, grocery store. What else?
What else?
Movies.
Well, you can't. I stopped going to movies a long time ago. There was some bullshit that happened in Oklahoma. I'm like, I'm cool. Not only do I gotta trust 400 people in this bitch.
It's everywhere. Churches.
It's everywhere.
The church got shot up.
And guess who made it out? The one who shot the church.
Yeah.
There's something
he
there.
was angry. He was mad.
I think that's the one with the
Nightclubs.
Burger King.
There's something there.
I think you're right.
There's something there. There's something fundamentally wrong with. Of course, we know there's things wrong, but like, there's something wrong where a guy who kills 10 people. I think, and this is just my mind and how I think. I think that in situations where cops do kill certain black, that's not the case for all, like, black people, right? They already think they know what you're doing wrong. They already think they know that you are doing something wrong. And in these cases with these white people, they're like, we got to figure out why he did this. That's crazy. Why would this one white guy who lived in the suburbs and this do that? But when they see us, they're like, oh, he definitely did drugs.
All of them are doing
he
something
did this.
wrong.
Yeah, he definitely has a gun charge here. He has this. He has that.
And you know what's funny is I hate when, even when we die, right? Even when we die, they start digging up old receipts, old
Who we
things
used to be.
of this person. This person has lost his life, right? This person lost his life, and you still trying to throw dirt on his name
To justify it.
Right. But what about y'all aren't digging up all these old receipts on the stuff, the murderers that are getting away with it
I'm telling
when they're
you.
a different race?
I'm telling you, people want
When
to.
they
want to make the. Have you guys seen American Skin?
I have not.
You need to watch it. It actually deals exactly.
With what we're talking about?
Yeah, you should watch it. It's in Redbox right now.
It's gonna make me mad.
Maybe
I
the
get
way
angry.
maybe the way the movie's executed, but the message itself really does put you in a mindset of like, niggas really could fuck shit up. Like, we really could fuck some shit up, but we're gonna do it the peaceful way.
And then have every reason to, right? Like, I feel like we have it's almost like when shit happens, right? After we get tired of seeing all these deaths and we go out in the streets and not even riot, we just protest. But look at all the shit that we've had to endure. Like, we have every right to. And if we wanted to tear some shit up, we have every right to look at the shit that we've had to endure.
Hey,
you know what I mean?
We saw it on Dateline. We saw 300, 500 plus people storm the Capitol, and nobody got shot.
Boy, photo op.
Well, one lady did get murdered, and they were trying to
that's
say like how she was this and how she was that. They're like, no, you need to drag her like you do us. She's a murderer. She's not a murderer. She's a terrorist that came into the Capitol.
I like
so you
seeing
need to,
online how they were like, black people, this is your time to stand back and stand by. This ain't got nothing to do with us.
At all.
Nothing to do with us. We are standing back and standing
At
by.
all.
Sit this one out.
That's just crazy.
But
Except for the one random black person. I just believe he was just looking for his stimulus still.
oh yeah, he was looking for the actual check.
Is it in here?
They told me to come here.
They told me to be here. I'm not really with them.
You saw some random
I'm
post.
just looking for my stimulus. Okay, where's my stimulus?
Like Boondocks, you pay what you owe.
I looked at him. I was looking at the meat. I was like, why is he up in there? Go sit down somewhere.
But that just shows you there's two Americas.
Separation.
There's two Americas.
This country was not built for us. It was built by us, not for us.
You know, that, oh God, I just get so passionate about these sort of things. But so during the pandemic, we were having a serious conversation at home with my family or whatever. And, just talking about the different generations, right? What our parents had to endure, what they had to see, and then we were having this conversation, and my son had come downstairs, and he came in the middle of our conversation. But the fact that he was like, and I'm just having to have those sad conversations, but let it, how to protect yourself, make sure you're watching yourself and that sort of thing. And he told me, he was like, he's like, America was designed for the successful white man. It was designed for the rich white man to be successful. That's what he said. So predominantly for white men but I'm glad that he understands at an early age, right? I'm glad he gets it, because me at 16, I wouldn't worry about nothing. I just want to play basketball. Like, that's it. Work, play basketball. But the fact that, like, you've got to be aware of these things. I'm proud that he understands the world that he's about to go into, but then it also breaks my heart that kids have
Can't
to
be kids.
Yes. Like, it breaks my heart. Like, I'm proud, but it's heartbreaking at the same time. Like, I just wanted to play. I just want to hang out with my friends. I just want to play basketball, go to Sonic, slang my drinks, and make my money, and that's it. So I can, just enjoy life. And they got to worry about the world being designed, set up against them.
And it is.
I know it is, but it sucks that you have to think about that so early, or realize or see that so early, Sucks.
It does suck. I know the first time I ever truly came in contact with a police officer, I was literally just walking from my friend's house. Like, I was walking from my friend's house, and he pulls over, and he's like, "Let me check your bag." And I'm just like, okay, like, I didn't know what to do. No one told me, like, don't be okay with that. Wasn't shit in there but a GameCube. But when I got home, I was like, yeah, officer pulled me over, checked my bag, said I fit the description, and let me go. My parents was like, what?
Pissed off.
Fuck.
Like, I would have been ready to go fuck some shit up.
I remember when
leave my kids alone.
I was living in Denton, and I was going on my way to work, and I worked in Highland Village. Highland Village is a uppity area. They pulled me over. They said I had a broken tail light. My tail light was fine. From what I discovered later on, it was fine. And then they was like, we need to search your car. And I'm just like, I'm not hiding anything. Go ahead and search it. And then So they searched my car. And then when I went back to my friend was like, who was actually the food daddy? He was like, why did you let them search your freaking car? They could have put anything in there. And for me, it crossed my mind, because I'm thinking, like, this is like, I'm thinking of myself, like, I'm not a bad person. Like, I have nothing to hide. I was actually having a bad day. I was crying because I just got broken up with. So I was just having a horrible day. And then when I actually got to work, my manager was like, we're gonna call them up here, because the Highland Village police, some of them, they would always come up to the job, like, say hi, they were really nice. And so they were just asking, she was like, why did you search her car? And they were like, well, it's a rookie cop. They thought she looked suspicious. I'm just like, how do I look suspicious driving? You can't even see all the way in my car. And I just knew it was just probably one, because I was black, driving in an uppity neighborhood. Like, what am I doing in there? And my car wasn't that cute. It was like,
you gotta watch American Skin. It deals exactly with that. It is actually
I'll put it on my list with the stripper show too.
Do the American Skin first.
Okay.
But it's in Redbox, so you can go get it. It's on Amazon too, I think, but it's in Redbox as well.
I think I'll do Amazon. So that way I don't have to
You should watch that movie. It literally, like, I'm not gonna ruin it for you guys, but like the premise is like we really could fuck y'all up. Like we really could if we want to do that. We could be about that action and really fuck up the police, but we don't want to do that. We want to do this as civil as possible. So you should watch it because it's tough. It's tough.
I think I was looking for it. I think I saw somebody post it, but for some reason I was thinking it was on Amazon Prime.
I think it is. It was originally. It was released on there, but now it's in Redbox.
Okay.
I think it was on there first because I think I tried to find it.
I think I saw it and I think it was like $5.99. But I think I got a homie that can hook me up. I just need to hit that homie up. I can get it for the low.
For the low.
Yeah.
So I want to try to end this on like a happier note.
A positive note? let's do a positive note.
Let's find something.
Let's find
something, anything to end this on. Black men don't cheat. The end. Bye, guys.
No, that's not it.
That's not going to work.
Anyways, overall, last weekend was my birthday. I did have a good birthday.
Hey.
So I guess we could end it up on that.
We sure can. Maybe. Unless we find something else. And you didn't go to Hot Pot when I told you to go to Hot Pot. That's fucked up.
I didn't eat that whole week. But I did go to Grand Lux Cafe. It was really good. The ranch dressing is bomb.com.
Bomb.com.
I thought, also, funny story. So me and my friend, we went to the mall. We went to the Galleria. Went to the store called Image. We used to have Image here. Anyways,
in Highland Mall,
we
right?
lost. Yeah, we used to have one in Highland Mall. We lost a little weight, so we thought, man, you know what? Let's just try this store out. You can't try anything on in the store anymore because of freaking COVID. So we went back to the hotel, tried it on. Let me just say, it did not fit. So my confidence kind of went out the freaking window, but it was all good. We ended up finding, like an outfit that just worked for us the next night for my actual birthday. I did have a temper tantrum before I went out because the shirt didn't fit right. And I was just like, "Argh!" But I figured it out. But overall, I had a great birthday. So thank you all who did wish me happy birthday. It was great.
Happy belated birthday.
Thank you. You as well.
Thank you. Pisces season. Pisces in the building. Get you a Pisces.
Not a Virgo.
I have
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Virgos are the realest, yo.
I have a quote that we could end it on.
Cool.
Yeah.
You want to end it on a quote? All right. This is for everybody, all right? Life is like a camera. Focus on what is important. Capture the good times. Develop from the negatives. And if things don't work out, take another shot.
I like that.
I'm all for that. Black men don't cheat either. FYI.
We're going to just take another shot of that. Maybe a shot of tequila.
This is it's going to be number one. Even though
Number one.
There's other 40 episodes
12.
out there floating around, but this is episode number one.
Black men don't cheat.
I don't think I'll put that in the description. Maybe I should. Maybe it'll get us more views. But
oh Lord, I had fun, guys. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of this.
Welcome to the team.
Welcome to the family.
The podcast, the team, the vision. I'm excited for everything that's in store for us. It's up. It's up from here.
And it's stuck?
It's up and it's stuck.
Is it stuck too?
Yeah.
I don't know what Cardi B says, but she said it's up, and it's up.
All right, guys. Once again, to the left of me, as always, I have Miss Raven Brown. And also introducing Brittany Hill as our third co-host on the Can We Talk podcast. You guys enjoy the rest of your night. Thank
Love
you for
you
listening.
guys.
Bye.
Be out.